You might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Rodgers. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Throwing is Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brissett now. And that is incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 22. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett.
This caught out left by Bell.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They're moving the football with relative ease on this drive.
Well, let's go ahead and tick off the numbers. 3rd play of the drive, 3 1st downs. Yeah, I would say that's relative ease. Keep feeding him the ball. He's hungry.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run again with Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Brissett.
That's complete to Bell over the middle.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Chubb, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns get a bit closer. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The York on now for the extra point.
He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the option, it's Jones.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 27. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Brissett. Incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's 3rd and 4. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jacoby Brissett, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
York now for the extra point.
And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
But tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Brissett. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Cleveland.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A first down throw for Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Now Brissett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Brissett.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Packers offense set to go.
They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Off the option, it's Jones. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.